I never thought this would happen. Right now, a round of applause for fake people in the crowd, huh? That's kind of funny to me. They must think I'm a dummy. Nobody was hitting me up like I was a snake. Until they see me on IG looking like I own the bank. I'm like, this world is a game and I went up a rank. I seen that and like Biggie, I lost faith.
What it do? It's your boy Tim the General. We back with another video. Let's go. We got the story. Okay, we got the Tito Torbellino. Hold on, let me get this right, y'all. The Tito Torbellino story. The Tito Torbellino story. I know I probably got it wrong, y'all. But yeah, we got the story of that man. And I want to get to it. Yeah, dig. Let's get to it. I done reacted to a lot of people. I done reacted to Beto Quintanilla. I done reacted to Chalino Sanchez. I done reacted to, my God, what's his name? Valentin. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And now it's time to get to Tito Torbellino. Yeah, dig. Let's get it. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Wait a minute. I went too fast. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, man, and all that. Yeah, dig. Yes, baby.
Some, Tito Torbellino was viewed as an outsider.
I don't know how he said his name, so I could remember that.
To some, Tito Torbellino was viewed as an outsider.
Torbellino. There we go, people. Tito Torbellino. Tito Torbellino. Tito Torbellino. Tito Torbellino. Tito Torbellino. Hey, wait a minute. I had to put it in the song so I can remember. Tito Torbellino. Tito Torbellino.
To the Norteño genre.
Give it go. Torbellino. Yo. Oh.
Torbellino was American born and did not hesitate to pen songs about the crime and intrigue of his ancestral home, Sonora, Mexico. Some say that Tito's honesty made him famous.
Shout out to all the people that's telling the truth and that's honest in the world. Cause there's a lot of people that be faking it, man. There's a lot of people I don't watch gold digger pranks, if y'all know what those are. I watched them and a lot of them is fake. I done seen people do pranks and it's fake. If I do pranks, when I do pranks, they're never gonna be fake. I'm not faking it for no money. That's out of pocket, man. If you catch the camera, you catch the camera. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You gotta fake it for the money. Rappers too.
Others say it made him a target.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you something about being honest. It will, when you talk about stuff that's positive, whether it's positive or, you know what I'm saying, just honest stuff, that some people be like, I can't never talk about that. And they talk about it, they most likely dying. Somebody coming for them. Because they telling the truth and they hate that. They telling the truth or they being honest. They don't care about what you think. Ooh, they being honest on how they think. They, you're not about to change their mind. Let's keep going. Alberto. Tito Torbellino.
Tito Torbellino was born on May 24th, 1981, in the city of Phoenix, Arizona.
In Arizona.
Tito was in fact born with the name Tomas Tovar Rascon, to parents of Mexican descent. His father, Tomas Tovar, worked locally in Phoenix as a construction worker, while his mother, Clotilde, cared for the 4 children and the few farm animals they owned. Life was simple for the family until tragedy struck during the summer of 1989. Father Thomas Tovar was speeding past the intersection of 14th and Roosevelt before eventually colliding with a car full of 3 passengers. All of those involved were rushed to the hospital in critical condition. From looking through later obituary mentions...
Hold on, I was watching it, but, my brain sometimes wanders off. So I gotta bring it back. So I'll make sure I understand everything.
Life was simple for the family until tragedy struck during the summer of 1989. Father Thomas Tavar was speeding past the intersection of 14th and Roosevelt before eventually colliding with a car full of 3 passengers. All those involved were rushed to the
crashed
hospital.
into a car. Wait. How old was he, bro? Wasn't he born 81? This nigga said 89. Hold on. I'm not capping. This say 89. Watch when they say he was born. 81. I know I'm not tripping. This nigga was like 8 years old driving. Let's keep going.
Passengers. All of those involved were rushed to the hospital in critical condition. From looking through later obituary mentions, it appears that the only casualty was Thomas Eduardo Tavar, Sr., age 32 years old. This hardship forced a young Tito to mature quickly in order to help his mother care for his sisters. He would begin to work fast food.
I'm sorry, y'all. God dang. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me just go back 1 second real quick to make sure he wasn't driving, or was he driving? Maybe I'm tripping.
Passengers. All of those involved were rushed to the hospital. Thomas Tavar was speeding past the intersection of 14th and Roosevelt before eventually colliding with a car full of 3 passengers.
Thomas Tavar. So that the dad? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm tripping, bro.
4 children and the few farm animals they owned.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about the dad. My
Life
bad,
was simple
y'all.
for
My
the
bad.
family until tragedy struck during the summer of 1989.
My bad,
Father
y'all.
Thomas Tavar was speeding past the intersection of 14th and Roosevelt before eventually colliding with a car full of 3 passengers. All of those involved were rushed to the hospital in critical condition. From looking through later obituary mentions, it appears that the only casualty was Thomas Eduardo Tavar, Sr., age 32 years old. This hardship forced a young Tito to mature quickly in order to help his mother care for his sisters. He would begin to work fast food jobs and eventually drop out of North High School at the age of 14. Growing up in Phoenix, Tito learned from an early age to dislike American pop music and instead favor norteño and banda music. After his father's passing, his mother sold what was left of the family's farm animals, and with that money, bought young Tito an accordion. Inspired by knuckle.
Shout out to all the families that support their children, man. Shout out to all the families that support their children. Oh, my son said he want to play basketball. All right, get that nigga a basketball, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all don't get appreciated. You know what I'm saying?
Corridos like Chelino Sanchez, Tito decided to pursue music full time and find himself an accompanying band.
Torbellino.
Although Tito is said to have always been singing and playing the accordion, his career began around the year 2002 as the frontman of Torbellino.
Torbellino.
From early on, it was clear that Tito was a talented songwriter, and his style lent best towards the corrido. According to the Arizona Republic, he began his career performing for $100 a night at Mr. Lucky's Club in Phoenix.
Getting that money.
Research indicates Tito played several shows here during the early 2000s, up until
And making that money the right way. He said, nigga, I'm about to go in here and perform this music and get my money. You know what I'm saying?
the club closed in 2007. Tito's fame remained relatively local to Arizona until 2004, when his records started to find success south of the border. Tito had a talent for writing corridos based on his real stories, sourcing his inspiration from local gangsters, newspapers, and the internet. Despite this, Tito claims to have never fabricated his work.
Shout out to him, man. There's just a lot of fakers out here.
In 2007, it was clear that his music had strong ties to the Sinaloan Cartel. And on his group's release, Esta de Paranda El Jefe, 5 tracks stand out as clear indications. Torres' son was murdered by members of the rival cartel, Beltran Leyva, in 2008, reportedly lost his mind and went on a killing spree. Named one of the most wanted drug traffickers in 2011 as part of the Kingpin Act, along with his associate Manuel Torres. Nicknamed the Stew Maker, allegedly dissolved upwards of 300 bodies in caustic soda and supported smuggling efforts of the Sinaloan and Tijuana cartels.
Wow, just imagine, bro, your body get cooked up, like, nigga put you in the tub and dump some stuff in there, and nigga just start boiling. Yeah, this is gonna be crazy, you know what I'm saying?
The nephew of C1, he battled for control of the Caborca Plaza and is believed to have been targeted by El Chapo and El Mayo.
What I tell y'all, bro, it's always people that's the big honchos, man. You think, oh yeah, I'm the big one. Then the big people come after you. And you see who the big one's for real. You know what I'm saying? It's always people up there, dog. Don't forget it. You think it's just the president? Oh, president. Niggas, people tell them what... I'm sorry about that, y'all. You know, I'm sick. If I didn't tell you that, I said it in a couple videos already. I'm sick, so y'all might hear that. But it's always somebody that's a boy. You think the president? No, niggas, people telling the president what to say and all that too, nigga. Believe it or not.
Another song released that year was written in honor of Julio Beltran, a figure linked to a branch of the Sinaloan cartel, the Beltran Leyva cartel. Julio's fate can be considered foreshadowing for Tito's eventual end. Infighting within the Sinaloan cartel led to El Chapo Guzman ordering a hit on Julio. Alliances shifted quickly for the groups from 2008 onwards, and they eventually found themselves on opposite sides. Sometimes you can make too many friends.
Right.
It was also around this time that Tito met fellow member of Gypsy Records, Jose Juan Seguera, otherwise known as LJJ, or El Padrino. LJJ is a well-known producer, promoter, and manager of regional music.
Alright, that's good.
One of the includes Las Cuatas de Sinaloa, featured on AMC's Breaking Bad.
Oh, what?
Around this period, Tito's rising fame earned himself a record deal from Sony International Music. Noticeably, the releases were now from Tito Torbellino and featured only the frontman on the cover.
I want to say this right now, for y'all that's still wondering. Don't sign a deal, you know what I'm saying? Do everything yourself. If you want to put out a music video, it's going to be hard, but put it out yourself, man. Get a team around you. All that deal, it ain't no good deals, man. I ain't never heard somebody got a good deal. It's always something in there. They want your masters. They want your publishing. Pay attention to that. Never get stuck within that, man. You dig? Be on your own course when you do your music, I'm telling you. And yes, it's possible, nigga.
Tito would marry his girlfriend of 7 years in 2009 and eventually become the father of 3 children. From 2009 to 2013, he would commission songs on the following subjects. Although his catalog had its fair share of love songs and ballads, his corridos seemed to bring in the money. Tito would frequently tour Arizona and northern Mexico, performing both public and private shows.
Yes, sir. Getting his money, man, for something he loved doing.
Despite Tito's rising fame, he was not loved everywhere. Perhaps it was his flaunting of guns on social media, or the song...
That was one thing I was just about to talk about. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta post guns on social media, bro. Now, I'm not saying that he not who he said he was. He was really, you know, he talked about his truth. That's who he was. Woo-woo. But we ain't gotta post guns to know. We ain't gotta see you post guns to know you gangster. Let me tell you something. You could just tell me El Chapo, and I could be like, oh yeah, that's a crazy nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't messing with him. You can say anybody name, any cartel, narco, whatever, big dude name, and I can tell you, yeah, I ain't about to do that. I ain't seen no picture of these niggas holding guns, nigga. I just know these niggas crazy. Like, I just be like, oh yeah, I already know, nigga. As soon as you say where they from, nigga, I can hear Sinaloa. I'll be like, yeah, alright, yeah, this nigga's crazy. I'm telling you, man. You ain't gotta hold guns to prove you the
No
big
matter
bad
the
what.
cause, his rising fame would bring trouble for the musician in 2014. During early 2014, he would have 3 charting titles on the regional Mexican airplay chart. 2 of these would also go on to reach the Latin Billboard charts. Tito was also in the midst of working on a full-length movie, acting in the lead role as El Philly.
El
Claimed the
Philly.
story wasn't based on his own life, but instead it was based on a true account of someone else's life.
Mm-hmm.
The movie was produced by Pepe Garza, a known star maker in the regional music scene.
This nigga over here looking like a doctor. Nigga, what's going on, man? Nigga, I need help. Nigga, I'm sick. I'm sick and I can't get up. Help.
Promoted such artists as Jenny Rivera, Valentina Elizalde, and close friend of Tito, Espinosa Paz.
There we go. There we go. Valentin Elizalde. That's who. Remember, I was telling you in the beginning. I said, what's his name? I forgot. I did a story on him. Valentin Elizalde. Valentin.
Known star maker in the regional music scene. He has promoted such artists as Jenny Rivera, Valentina Elizalde, and close friend of Tito, Espinosa Paz. Despite the trailer and soundtrack release in early 2014, El Philly would never see the light of day. With Torbellino's increasing status, he was invited to perform at the 2014 Santa Rita Fair, with a performance marked for May 31st, 2014. Tito would be billed alongside other major acts like Los Tigres del Norte, Calibra 50, and Gerardo Ortiz. That was until the Chihuahua City Council decided to veto the performance of Gerardo Ortiz and demand artists play absolutely no narco corridos. Tito, alongside with Calibra 50 and Tucanes de Tijuana, refused to give in and had the performance cancelled.
Wow. They said, they ain't doing that, buddy. They was like, well, we out
That
of
was
here
until
now.
the Chihuahua City Council decided to veto the performance of Gerardo Ortiz and demand artists play absolutely no narco corridos. Tito, alongside with Calibra 50 and Tucanes de Tijuana, refused to give in and had the performance cancelled.
I was like, nah, you can't do it, buddy. Sorry. You gotta get it canceled.
Tito was still booked to play in Ciudad Obregón on the Friday, May 30th, so he traveled to Sonora in the place of his parents' roots.
Yeah.
Tito was eating lunch at a sushi restaurant in town when 2 to 6 armed men stormed the scene and opened fire at his group.
See, this is what I be talking about, man. Now, this is where it gets ticky. And what I mean by that is like a clock. It get ticky out here because you could be chilling and niggas just come in, blah, blah, blah. And this don't go just for gangsters, none of that tea. People could hate your upcoming, your respect. It could be somebody that was your friend a long time ago that you don't get along with no more. And since you don't get along with them no more, they'll come try to kill you. You know what I'm saying? We seen that with my brother Nipsey Hussle, man. R.I.P. Nipsey, man. He lived a couple blocks away, or his store was a couple blocks away from where, you know, I live. So, that alone, his own homie that turned into a rat, killed him. He like, yo, man, I ain't deal with you, you're a rat. That's the code. That's the gangster code. I can't mess with you if you're a rat. And that goes in the same as, you know, Cartel and all that. If you're a rat, you're done. It's over. He just wasn't dead. So he ended up killing Nipsey. Bro, it's just too much, man. You could be living. He ain't do. All he said is, I can't mess with you, bro. And he got killed. Or that's what's said, you know. Either way it go. They was from the same gang. That's a fade. It ain't no killing. What's wrong with you, man? I ain't got time.
Although Tito was not alone, he was the only one struck with bullets. The wounds would prove to be fatal. Thomas Navarro Rascon would pass away at the age of 33, leaving behind a wife and 3 children. 2014 would see a star.
Bro, and that's what I be talking about too. Like, People be having families. That's why I said it's alright to live your 9 to 5 and get to where you want to get to. You can have the same car he got right here, man, and be working a better life, have a better life. People doing YouTube, people doing everything. I'm doing YouTube right now. I do music, but it's about y'all about to see more of that further on in 2021. But all this that's going on, it's a lot going on. You can have the same thing. Don't think, oh, if I don't do this, I can't have a car like that. No, nigga, you can live the same life he lived without having no guns, nothing. I'm serious, man.
Tito Torbellino reached new heights.
Had a whole family, man. Somebody ain't gonna get to see their dad no more, man. Somebody ain't gonna get to see their son no more, their brother, their cousin, whatever. Think about that. Like, to wake up and be like, dang, I can't even see my dad no more. That's out of pocket, bro.
In classic narco corrido fashion, the infamy of Tito's death would push his fame even higher.
Right.
Singles would reach the Latin Billboard charts following the week of his funeral.
And it's always crazy, because that's when you get the most praises is when a nigga dead. Every time. You see it with everybody. Kobe, all of them. Everybody. Nipsey. Tito. Everybody, man. Charlino. Because when Charlino was out, of course everybody was Charlino Sanchez. But when he died, it was same as Tupac. When Tupac was out, it's, hey, Tupac. But when he died, it was like, you know what I'm saying? And that's when they really even more, oh, woo, woo. I done heard radio stations never play Nipsey songs. The radio stations, they never play Nipsey songs, then they start playing it when he died. That's messed up, bro.
The funeral would also introduce the world to Tito's son, named in honor of his late father. Tito Torbellino Jr. would pursue his own music career, eventually releasing his music on Tito Torbellino Legacy Records. After initially reporting no leads in the investigation, a report surfaced in Mexican newspapers on July 18th that Tito's killer had been found at a party in Hermosillo, Sonora. It was reported that 26-year-old Carlos Monte Pacheco fired multiple 9mm rounds at a 45-year-old female victim, who would pass away later at the local hospital. It just so happened that a member of the state police was at the same party and recognized Carlos and decided to neutralize the suspect before he could be questioned. That appears to be either incredible timing or perhaps something deeper was going on.
Right. That nigga probably silenced that nigga because he probably knew something he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But
Carlos was a former university football player for the Sonora Institute of Technology and was believed to be a sicario for the Beltran Leyva cartel. While researching the event, it appeared that the American media stopped short at Carlos and claims he was the killer with no listed motive. However, Mexican publications would reveal that the hit was believed to be ordered by El Cadete Quintero Navidad. It is believed that the rift between the Sinaloan and Beltran Leyva cartels left the plaza bosses in Sonora furious at narco corridos who maintained support for the rivals.
What I tell you it's about the bosses, man. If it gets messed up, it can get ugly, bro.
Side. Navidad even earned himself the nickname El Mata Musicos for his targeting of musicians. In addition to Tito, Navidad is believed to have unsuccessfully ordered hits on Alfredo, Olivias, and Javier Rosas. Despite Tito's new level of fame after his passing, his family would ultimately not receive the benefits of his work. In a 2016 interview with Tito's old friend, LJJ Padrino, he revealed the fact that he continues to own the rights to all of the music he recorded with Torbellino.
Wow.
LJJ's
So just imagine, bro. That's what I be telling y'all about the music deals and all that. Like, this nigga signed a deal to where now LJJ got it, and his family can't even receive all the good money that he made from that music. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention.
currently battling active lawsuits against former artists in dispute of rightful song royalties. Yup.
See, now you gotta go through all this. Because you was in a deal, your family can't, you know what I'm saying? Man, this what everybody be talking about when they talking about deals, man. Just imagine, your dad made all this money from music, but you would never see it because he signed this deal he signed the contract to where this person get the money. And he probably wasn't even paying attention to that. He probably think, oh, I got music, I'm good. But don't know when he died, his family ain't gonna get the money, which leaves him back and broke. How y'all go from rich to back broke? That's crazy, bro.
Claims to still have countless recordings of Tito that are unreleased, and urges people to follow Tito for some time. The life of Tito Torbellino can be considered a cautionary tale for rising stars everywhere. Be wary of who you call your friends.
Right. I told you, man, they be your own people near you. We seen it already, man. This ain't the first time this happened, man. Get it together. You know what I'm saying? This your boy Chim the General, man. If y'all got any more stories or if y'all know any more to this story or whatever, let me know in the comments, man. And give me a happy New Year's because I know New Year's is coming. It's tomorrow. So this your boy Chim the General. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you what? Follow me on Instagram and all that, man. And I'm out.
You fake niggas been there try to come around. Let you slide with that swing, but it's not a playground. You'll get where Mary go. A round, tryna play tough in this hard part of town, clown. Quick to put a person in a place before I even learn nouns. If I sit you somewhere, I'm there. I'm like a bloodhound. Niggas tryna judge me like they were.